Hello and welcome in. We are Magic Academy and we're excited to have you here for an exclusive look at Mercurio. Mercurio is a spacefaring mech-centric game where you get to play as an adorable little mouse. Set in a galactic system descended from an ancient Mercurian civilization, this system and setting showcases a factional splintered solar system that is trying to forge a path to a brighter tomorrow. So I got focused on how many R's I was saying. Which is really difficult for me. This playthrough is set using rules that were provided to us in the Cozy Companion magazine Crystal Caverns, and a pre-release version of the rules. So what does that mean? If you're following along with us with the adventure that is inside of the Crystal Caverns magazine, then things might have changed, but that's okay. We're very excited to give you this preview into what this system and setting has to offer, because it's really well thought. It's really good. I really enjoy it. So with that, maps that may appear during our episodes have been purchased from Moonlight Maps, and you can go see their Patreon here somewhere.
Here.
If you point somewhere, the editor will put it there.
Here.
Or she'll put it on the other side to embarrass you. Who knows?
Probably. Yeah, I know.
Right in front of your face.
On the other side. Other side.
It's just a finger me trying to chase it. We are so excited to get this opportunity to showcase this system. And you are going to be witnessing the third episode of Project Stardust. Joining us today, we have the glorious Evelyn.
Soup.
The stunning Aliza.
I got another one.
And everyone's crowd favorite, Kavika.
I got cheese.
I am your galactic mousekeeper, Randall, and let us get into today's episode. Where last we left off, you guys were doing missions, looking for Millie's package, looking for Theo's BFF, Bernardo looking for the lost crew of the last mission. Are they all intertwined? Who knows? They could all be desperate and separate stories. You guys are also collecting geological samples from your destination, from Terra, where you have been alerted that there's a signal that needs to be investigated. They're not quite sure the origination of the signal. Could be geological in nature. It could be some type of strange machine happenings, or it could be something different. But that is for you to discover. You three had just landed down on the desolate planet. Not desolate, there's people there. Location, I should say. The desolate location. We went in between episodes and my brain did a whole reset.
The desolate location of basically Earth.
It's in the South Pole, okay? No one's there.
In 2 fortnights.
There's just instead of machina, we're fighting penguins.
Yes.
Literally. You three have landed alongside your ASE, who has landed beside you as well. But as you start to head towards the entrance, 3 silver orbs roll out and combat has been initiated. Now we're going to be a little over-explanatory for this first combat because I want to make sure that 1, we are all on the same page, and 2, you as the viewer get a very good look at the combat system. Because it's not like your typical system. Yes, Theo.
When you said roll out, I only thought of Transformers.
Of course.
Roll out. So to start off our combat, the very first thing you 3 do is roll 3d12.
Well, that's uncanny, but I'll take it.
12.
10, 11, 12.
2, 3, 2.
All right. So
real low.
I'm going to ask the 3 of you to assign your gauges. What you're going to do is you're going to take your 3d12 and you're going to send it to one of your 3 slots, mobility, system, or force. There is a slot on your character sheet for such thing. Mobility is going to affect your speed and agility. The higher number you have, the more you can move around the area and the better you are at avoiding hazards. System. This is where you're going to divert your power into your primary systems. This could be utilizing attacks from lighter system to your attachments, right? Systems with lower numbers mean you have lighter systems, which means they'll go before the heavier systems with higher numbers. Force is going to be the intensity of force available through an active system. So if you're using a melee system or if you're using an attachment, very typically you're going to be utilizing, and I love that they call it this, your Triforce. That is because you're going to be multiplying 3 times your force later on. That Triforce is going to affect how much damage you end up doing. So I need the 3 of you to go ahead and assign your mobility, system, and force dies. You now have the ability to do a system tweak. This happens purely on your system die. You can, this basically symbolizes you in your suit kind of moving things around and plugging away at buttons. You are allowed to move that system die up or down 1 number of your choice, or leave it the same. Totally up to you. So just a quick tweak. Perhaps you're 1 away from being able to utilize that attachment.
I'm going to adjust my system up
Or if there's
1
any questions.
number. Great.
Thank you, Bernardo. Theo.
Is this something we do at the beginning of each round, or is this a one-time?
This will happen at the beginning of each round.
Okay.
So if I were to bump up my system from 2 to 3 this round, would I then be able to bump up my system from 3 to 4 in the next round, or does it reset?
You will be rolling a new 3d12 at the top of each combat round.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So, okay, then I'm not going to change my system because it would not be meaningful.
All players should now add or reduce their mobility gauge die based on their speed. So that speed mechanic, whatever that is, you're going to adjust your mobility. This is because whatever speed you have for your mech is going to affect your actual speed.
And because we all took rollouts, we shouldn't have any effect to our speed.
Yeah, we don't.
And the last thing that could be adjusted is any modifications to your force affected by an attachment or gem. I don't know if you guys have anything like that. I didn't look into all the gems, so I can't tell you specifically which one right now.
Don't have anything for that.
Alrighty.
No.
Now that combat has started, we're going to go through a series of called system cycles. During a system cycle, a player with a system gauge reading that matches the number of the current system cycle may either activate an ability and or movement. Players may activate and then move, or move and then activate. We will start at System 1, talking about the fastest abilities, all the way through System 12 cycle. Once we are done with the cycles, the enemies will end their system at the final cycle, at the end of the cycle. utilizing whatever skills they have. So I will start off with cycle 1. Do we have anyone at cycle 1? Cycle 2. Do we have a system number at cycle 2? Yes, Theo.
I am at system 2.
Okay. You are first.
Oh boy.
We're gonna
Oh,
pop over to
ah,
the.
jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
Oh, golly gee willikers.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Um,
Felix.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
Oh,
Oh, I dreamed a
Lord.
dream of time gone by, don't you know?
head over to the table. We're not going to initiate any combat. I will allow you to move your character as you need to. The hexes mostly line up. If you need to fix it a little bit, you can hold shift when moving your character to make it go wherever you want rather than bend into a specific hex.
It looks like they
Um,
line up pretty good.
Yeah, I did decent. With that said, what are you
Besides the
doing?
map, you did a good
Theo?
job. That sure is a great question. So I have a speed of 0,
Okay, what's on your
Oh.
mobility die?
and my mobility die is 2.
So you can move 2 hexes.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I wanted to double check. So I'm gonna move there and then there. Heading out, heading towards, and then I'm like flipping back and forth between my character sheet and the rules, which means I cannot see any of you. I am going to use quick shield,
Okay.
which means that I can negate the next 1d6 damage for any 4 targets within my ID range, which is 6. So I
Okay.
am going to do that on myself and my 2 friends. So if we get hit this round, we can negate 1d6 of damage.
Alrighty.
And that uses 4 of my battery charges. And that's I believe all I can do.
All right. That is the end of your turn. Next, we'll go to system 3. System 4. System 5. Bernardo.
Are you also System 5?
No.
I'm System 5.
You're up.
Okay,
You can use 1 action and 1 move.
great. So my movement is 11. So here we go. Let's see if I can. 1, 2,
Here we
3,
go.
6, 8, 9, 10. That puts me in range. Actually, 11. That's where I want to go. To that one there. Woo!
Don't
And
forget,
then
moving 10 plus hexes will give you a GXP per your gym.
yes, for my topaz, that is going to get a little point. And since I am System 5, that means I can use my Sonic Fisher weapon, I think, because it says System 5 is when I can use it, right?
Correct.
And it has a range, which I just put that away, a range of 5,
Okay.
target of 1,
Alrighty.
and so now I'm rolling to attack.
Can you
Yes.
select which one you're targeting and press T on it? Thank you.
Right. He's the one I'm targeting. And now I roll things.
Yes. Now you're going to roll. Let me grab that out because that is also a little different. I don't think you rolled to hit.
think
You
it's
choose an
2.
attack by selecting a system cycle attachment in one or more targets. Then you're going to roll 1d100. You're going to add your base attack. And then you're going to add your Triforce. That's not the rules. That's the rules.
And that's 3 times my
Um,
force gauge.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's just roll this and see what happens.
And I think this.
Oh, that's not great.
Oh no.
A 4? Wow. Well, it failed.
Okay, so just to clarify, that would have been 1d100 plus your base attack plus any bonuses
Yeah.
plus your Triforce. So I don't know what bonuses you have. What's your bonus?
I think the bonus is it says 30.
So you have 34. That does
Why
not hit.
me?
No.
I think I just had clicked you last. I could be you.
You're not me.
So I go pew 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 pew, and I miss.
First, it does not hit, unfortunately. Just like skill checks, you need a minimum 100 on that attack roll to land a hit.
I actually got system 5, and I could not.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't use any of mine because I rolled too high.
Does that expend any charge?
It uses 1 charge.
Okay, make sure to track that.
Yep.
And that will be the end of your turn.
Yes.
We'll go to system 6, 7,
Nope.
8,
Nope.
9.
Yes. Because
Alrighty.
I took 1 down. And I have a mobility of 11, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Oh, I'm right next to Bernardo. Except for I can't move my character. Why can I not move you? There we go. Sorry, doing this with a wrist brace on is not easy. System, you have to meet that number exactly, correct?
Correct, from my understanding, to activate that attachment.
So I am going to enable my anti-flak plating, which gives me a +1 to armor.
Okay.
And that is literally all I can do because my system was too high.
Okay. Absolutely. They are going to take their turn next because enemies always go at the end, kind of like ink.
Gee.
We are going to have them all. What I should have looked at this beforehand. Did I? No. I was like, I got this.
All that time.
All that time. We're gonna have them move. Let's see. What do they got? What do they got? Oh, we get a heft on this. So I gotta match their heft to their actual movement. They have a heft of 1, which means they have a max speed of 19. Feels excessive. Oh, there we go. They have a movement of 6. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As they, Theo, you see in the distance your 2 friends getting droned up on.
No, my friends. Not again.
Then they're going to do an attack. Their attack is kinetic dart. So I believe.
Remember, the first time you guys get hit this round, you can take 1d6 off of that damage.
Does it specify kinetic damage or energy damage?
Nope.
Okay.
They get to roll their D100. And I'm going to move this over here so I can read it. Kinetic Dart is the D100 attack roll. This first one's going to be going against Millie.
No.
D100
Got
plus
two coming toward me.
10. And it says here that they get an additional 20 on their attack bonus. They're going to get a plus 30 on their attack.
Jesus.
A 56 is not going to be enough to hit.
Why are you me?
I got two coming my way.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. Can you remind me again how much armor? How much I take off the damage?
1d6.
1d6.
The next one's also going to come after you, Millie.
See, Bernardo.
I think because he didn't hit. So.
For a solid 100,
Mhm.
a 100 plus hits. So it'll do base damage. So its damage is, and I'll make these all public because I can. This is going to be 2d4 kinetic damage. So you would
Oh,
take
it's not going
5
to do anything
points of damage minus the 6 because you got that shield, so you're good.
then. And I have an armor plus 2.
Yes. Yes. And then you also, oh yes. Bernardo. One of them is gonna attack you for an 86 to hit. It's not gonna be high enough. As you see these orbs kind of roll up to you guys, and you see as little circles kind of pivot around like an opening hole, and just these little darts go doof, doof, doof. But they're blasting off like stormtroopers. All right. That is one round of combat. Theo.
Sure.
So, question. Because
Answer.
I did a quick shield, does that count as an assist ability? I've been trying to figure that out, but I'm not finding it.
What gem is that?
Support.
It's Lapis Lazuli. It's the rough round.
If you gain an assist ability during a combat round.
If you use an assist ability successfully during a combat round, which I did. Kind of. I don't know if that verbiage
you're correct.
is...
I don't think I also just Googled assist in it. There's no assist in the attachments. And so I am going to go ahead and rule that is an assist ability.
Okay.
Because it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So what? Get that 1 GXP.
Cool.
And
This way.
Sweetie gem.
Although some of these talk about like duration of assist abilities. Does that have a duration on it?
Yes, it does have a duration of 1 round.
Got it.
So it is gone at the top of the next one.
Yes.
Correct. And when that gym levels up, it could last longer. Alrighty. We're gonna go back to round 2. Everyone roll their abilities, their gauges, excuse me.
Whoop.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
Now that you've experienced 1 round of combat, I'm going to throw more at you. If you don't like what's on your system gauge, you can activate a special ability, which means you can set your system to a specific number. You can set it to 11, 12, or 10. If you set it to 11, you're performing a melee attack. This is by default. If you set it to system 12, you are retreating. And if you put it to system 10, that is where you Go Power Rangers transform into a giant mech together.
That's sweet.
Which I love. So, just so you also have that, everyone's system gauge in place.
Yes.
You would reduce your mobility by your speed, but from what I understand, it's all 0. So in the future, I will ignore this step. You may now tweak up or down 1 your system and modify your force by any gems that you may or may not have.
I gonna tweak my system. I wasn't going to, but I think I shall.
Let's tweak this system to do
Better,
the sortie thing.
better range, better bonus.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweak it to do a melee attack. Since we're so close in range now.
Theo, what did you get on your system dive? They're both
5.
11. You'll go first.
Cool. I have a mobility of 8. So we're gonna
Okay.
move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yay!
Woo!
I've joined the party. I'm gonna target that guy, and I am going
Welcome
to
to
use.
Chili's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm going to use my Sonic Fissure attachment, which is an attack. That guy is within range.
Okay.
And so to hit, it's the D100 plus the bonus.
Correct.
Cool. Ooh, I don't want to mix and match those. No. We don't mix and match in this house.
It is to be completely clear. It is your D100, which is your base attack,
Yes.
plus your bonus attack,
Plus
plus your Triforce.
plus 19, 8, 5, 6. My D12s?
What is
That's-
your force number?
6.
6 times 3 is 12.
Okay. So
Right,
No,
force, got
it's
it.
18.
18.
So
Okay.
plus 18.
Okay. So plus, so D100 plus 48. Because I have plus 30
Good
on this
odds.
attack. So plus 48. Need a calculator. 75 plus 48
Ooh.
equals 123.
You've hit them. They get a chance to deflect. This is
Okay.
something that you guys also have, where they would roll a d10 and subtract that number.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll a d10. We're just gonna do this for. We're gonna
Cool.
reduce that by 10.
Okay.
What
113.
is your number now?
113. Yes.
113 is a hit. Please roll for damage.
So under damage, it says 4K, which I assume is kinetic. So
Is it just
just
D4? Is it
deals
not like
4.
1d4?
it just
Correct.
says 4K.
Okay, so 4 kinetic.
Yeah.
So you'll do 4 kinetic damage. It has an armor of 0.
Good.
And so this one here will take 4 points of damage.
Cool.
Now that you've landed a hit, I'm going to describe the thresholds real quick. Above 100 is a hit. Above 130 will double your kinetic damage. Above 150 will double your energy damage. Above 170, you will gain back 2 charge. Above 200, you will duplicate the attack on another target in range. You can only do this once. And above a 300, you will double both kinetic and energy a second time. I can only imagine how late game, how crazy that is.
That would be
Anyway,
sick.
just so that you're kind of aware of the thresholds. I think for you guys, above 130 is definitely a good hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You did really good.
Thank you.
Millie and Bernardo, since you both chose melee, you are both
Mhm.
going on the same system 11. As written by rules, you two get to choose who goes first.
Bernardo, have at it.
Okay. So is there like I didn't see any sort of disengage type of thing in the rules. As in, like, opportunity attacks?
Correct. I agree.
Right. Then I'm going to move. Okay. Come on, me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a movement of 11. So I can get behind this guy.
DXP, let's go.
I'm running away. Just kidding. I'm behind you. And I'm going to stab him.
It's like when you play those games and there's like those little check boxes of like extra optional goals that you have to do in combat. That's how I feel. That's where I'm like, I have to do it.
Yes.
I'm like, I rolled an 11 and then 2 2s. And I was like, well, I don't have anything that can go off of an 11. I have one thing that can go off of 2, but that increases my movement more. So I'm just going to use that. And now I'm going to stab. Which it doesn't have any bonuses apparently for the carbonite sword.
Okay.
So
I can
it's just going to be my force damage, which is so this is going to be not good. And I rolled.
Yeah, that's
not good. No.
Because that was free with your first skeleton, so it's definitely on the affordable.
Plus 6. So that is 38.
38 will not meet your 100 threshold that you were looking for. Millie, you are up.
Awesome. I'm not going to move. But I am going to use my plasma sword, which has an attack bonus of 110.
Woo!
So that's 171.
171. All right. They're definitely going to deflect to try to reduce that number. They're going to reduce that number by 10 again.
No.
So that's 161, which gets you would get you both double kinetic energy. So how much damage do you do with that?
The damage says F minus 5k plus 3.
So I have the answer to this because I've been looking this up. So F is whatever your force number is, and you're going to do the closest even number rounded down. So if it's like a 5, you would roll a d4, and d4 is the smallest you can go. It might be rounded up. 12. I could be wrong about that. Your force is 12?
Yeah, because I rolled a 12, a 3, and a 9. I was like, well.
Then you roll a d12, baby.
Also, by the way, before we continue, Millie, so you rolled 1d20. That 110, that was from, is that your base? Or is that including your Triforce?
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not including your Triforce.
Hang on.
Add your Triforce to the 161 that you have.
Add 36.
Oh, gosh. Yes, please. Add 36 to
Almost.
171.
So that would be 200, 201?
161 plus how much? Sorry.
36.
36?
But you're at 197. You are
197.
so close to a chain strike. I would have had rolled lower on that deflection.
So much my health, but I think I got this.
All right.
It's going to take a few times to stick.
You're fine. You're
Okay,
fine. You're doing
so-
really good.
I need to do... if I had a force of 12, then I just roll the d12.
Yes.
Wait, we're going to... Oh, no. Don't do that. Yep it. I keep pushing the d12 in Foundry, and it keeps increasing.
Right click it and it'll decrease.
I fixed it. That is a 7.
You're doing 7 points of damage.
7. F minus 5k plus 3e.
So,
Right? I got really excited when I found it.
in the plasma sword, there is no D. It is
No.
F minus 5. So it's going to be your force die minus 5. So
Yeah,
12
which-
minus 5.
Oh, I don't roll it?
Do not roll it.
Correct.
Oh.
That's if it said 1DF, then that's where that number comes in.
Oh, you're right.
So 12 minus 5 is still 7, by the way.
7, actually, which is wild. I know.
So that would be 7 kinetic then,
7
and
kinetic
3 energy.
And an additional 3 energy.
Okay.
Which,
It's
with your
Is even
roll,
better.
with your roll, you are doubling your kinetic and your energy.
So that's 14 kinetic and
That's
6
14
energy.
kinetic and 6 energy damage.
I love this sword.
To which I will say, ow. Which one did you hit?
The one sitting
one?
between me and Bernardo.
This one. All right.
That one.
It's gone.
Oh,
You
goodbye, little buddy.
describe to me how you
Goodbye.
smash this thing.
It's just a sphere, right? Like a silver sphere.
It's just a little silver spear. Yeah, sphere.
So the sword goes in like lightsaber style, and just like a clean cut.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and
there we
add
go.
200 salvage to your character.
I will. Yes. No.
Alrighty. That's everyone's turn. Oh, wait, they get to go.
Yeah.
Haha. This
Oh,
one
and I
over
don't have
here
that D6 number anymore.
is going to turn around towards Theo, who has not
Hello.
been attacked yet. Hello.
Not
It
yet.
has a little neon sign that says, "You're next."
Bring it on.
And this is where my numbers of it's the D100, that's a D20, D100 plus 30, that is a 126. The first thing you get to do, because this is doubling its kinetic as it stands right now, being at a 120, correct?
It's 130, isn't it?
130, you're right. So it's not double kinetic. You still get to do your deflector. So on your character sheet, this is the part that I missed on you, Millie. On your character sheet, you get to deflect, which should have a die number, 2d4 or whatever.
Yes, 2d4. So
Go
I
ahead
get
and
to
roll
roll
that.
these and subtract that number.
Correct.
That's a 5.
So it's at 121. It's still a hit.
Yes.
It's going to roll its damage against you, which is 2d4.
Ooh.
You're going to take 6 kinetic damage, but you're going to subtract, as it is kinetic, any armor from that.
Okay, so I take 5 damage,
Absolutely.
which is still more than I would prefer.
That does not come from your mouse's life points, but rather from your ship's hull, or
Hull
from your mech's
points.
hull points.
Yep, whole points.
Alrighty, getting in the swing of things. This
Yeah.
next one up here is going to go for you, Bernardo,
What?
for 105.
Oh.
What's your deflection on that?
You could
That's a
deflect that if
thing.
you roll real good.
Let's see. Where
That's
is my
the thing.
sheet? Deflection is 2d4.
Go ahead and roll that deflection.
Because we're all using rollouts, our deflection should be the same, I think, unless you have a
Yeah.
like a
You
gem or an
deflect that
attachment.
hit coming towards you.
Yes.
Woo!
Do you want to
No.
describe what that looks like?
His mech, he kicks it. The dart's coming at him, and he kicks out of the way. Too fast.
Alrighty. Back at the top of the round, everyone rolled their system die.
Come on, give me something.
That was my roll.
Okay.
That I can live with.
Okay, this could be better, but it could be worse.
Okay. Okay.
The question is, do I move?
I mean, GXP is GXP.
Okay. I'm gonna use the special ability for system.
Okay.
I think.
You-
Well, hang on.
Using the melee one.
Hold on.
I'm gonna
Let me-
lock
let
mine
me-
in at 5.
Okay.
me look at something.
Theo, what is your system?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it at. I'm gonna do the melee one.
I'm gonna 6, but I want to do a melee weapon attack.
Yeah, you can adjust your system to 11 to use the melee attack. But do you have anything that would allow you to attack on a 6?
Well, I have my melee weapon, my carbonite sword, which doesn't have a system number attached to it,
Correct.
which I
melee.
thought was the 11
Oh, wait.
thing.
Note that this players may always choose to use melee attacks regardless of whatever roll has been done on their dice. It just auto adjusts to 11.
Yeah, that's
so you'll
what I
go
wanted
in the
to do.
11th round
Gotcha.
Yes.
or 11th number.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know that.
So when I
That's-
ask for your system number, you're just gonna tell me 11. Whatever you rolled,
Okay.
Yeah.
throw it in the trash.
Okay.
Don't literally throw the dice in the trash though, because dice can be expensive.
No, not these dice. I like these ones.
All right,
These are
Bernardo,
my
you got a
Muslim
5?
dice.
Yes.
Theo, is it 11?
Yes.
Millie?
11.
11. Bernardo, you are up first.
Great.
You got the zoomies.
Zoomies! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think if I go here, I should be able to
Okay.
10 because it has a range of 5,
Yes.
if I remember correctly. Yes, I have a range of 5 to attack him. So let's give it a roll and hope I get something better. Yes.
Ooh.
So that's 86 plus it will be a total of 54.
Puts you at
So that
140.
yeah.
With their deflection, they have a deflection of 10. So they're going to do a -8. So you're at 132. So you are at the threshold that any kinetic damage will be still doubled.
Great. So here's the fun part with that, which they don't have armor, so it doesn't really matter.
They have 0 armor, yeah.
Oh, drat! I could have. That would have been fun. Because I will be doing it is 4 kinetic damage for the Sonic Fisher just regularly, and my attachment with the Garnet gem, it ignores 5 armor, but they don't have armor, so they don't
Dang.
worry about that.
Not
But so
this guy. These are the
So that
easy
is-
ones.
So it is 8 damage.
8 damage. Are you targeting this one right here? Well, you still have this guy up
The
here.
one that I've been running around. Yeah,
Okay.
him.
And what is their health? How much damage? You said 8 damage?
8 damage.
Down. Describe how you killed this one.
So since it is a ranged weapon, I'm imagining it's this like the like pulse gun from Gundams, but it's like dealing like force damage, so it's like prying them apart, so it just like splits them in half with it.
Ooh, nice. I love that. Alrighty. Then it's over to Theo and Millie. Again, you guys had the same one, so you could choose who goes first.
May I?
Go ahead.
And I get my point for my topaz, yeah?
You do get your GXP.
I'm gonna roll. I'm
Free
gonna
GXP.
use
Before we
my
go.
go use my sword, which
It's what,
has
10 to level up?
yes.
I will look at that while we okay.
Yes, 10 to level up. So I'm going to use my carbonite sword, which has an attack bonus of 100, plus my Triforce, which is 36. So plus 136
Okay.
to whatever it is I roll. I got that 12 and I knew exactly where it was going. 52, so
188.
yes, 188.
They will deflect as much as they can. Very little 6 deflection, bringing you at 182. You are at the threshold that you do double kinetic and energy damage. You also gain 2 charge. So if you've used any
Sick.
battery, you gain 2.
Excellent.
Which is good because if I remember correctly, I don't know where else you gain them much else. So
So, I do double. You said double damage, so I do 22 damage because it is force -1 kinetic, and my force is currently 12. So, 22 damage, please.
Absolutely. Describe how you decimate this last little orb.
With my carbonite sword, it's just a little round ball there, and I just take my sword and just swing it like a bat, but so it slices through at like its equator. Just
Okay.
whoosh.
100%. Oh. Love
That
you,
is-
Lisa.
That is my turn.
Alrighty. And that will be the end of combat. As the snow settles and you find yourself outside of this cavern, the ASE starts to pick up its feet, and you see it just kind of tip over and fall over as it tries to start to get back up to you.
That's not good. I'll march my little robot butt over there and help it up.
You look over at it and you see that they didn't expect such sub-zero temperatures on this South Pole, and the machine has frozen over, rendering it useless.
No.
Great.
What do you mean they didn't anticipate sub-zero temperatures at the South Pole? Did they not research?
Please
They
tell me
did-
this is how Theo is actually responding.
Yes! What do you mean they didn't anticipate sub-zero temperatures? We're going to the South Pole of Terra. Everybody knows that that's a very cold place. The poles are very cold. That's how this planet functions.
They
It's part of-
expected temperature, but they didn't expect it to be so cold. It seems
We're
colder
at the
than they
South
realized.
Pole! That's the coldest place you can get.
With that said, the portable coring probe, the mobile lab kit, and the battery kit can be removed and attached to you, but unfortunately, you have lost your ASE and any support should the tunnels collapse.
They've sent us here to die.
I mean, we could try and drag it. I could try to work on it.
Expendable. Meat for the meat grinder.
Question.
Yes, Millie.
Well, no, less of a question than that. I'm just gonna start slotting gems unto myself at this point because
Yeah,
it's
I want the-
basically useless.
I want the ones that I paid a shit ton of money for. Excuse pardon my
to
language.
be-
I want the ones I paid a lot of money for.
To be accurate, Bernardo's the one holding the wrench that slots those gems, that uses them. The AC was not part of that.
Oh.
Never mind.
Bernardo's holding a magical wrench.
Magical.
In that case,
So did all those times I went back and forth while I'm holding the wrench, does it have those gems in it that would have gotten the points for the topaz?
because that was the topaz, the yellow topaz. So it actually has it has more GP or GXP than I have marked in the chat.
Yeah, I would. Well, I'm gonna say no
Because they're
because
not attached to my mech.
they're not attached to your mech.
Yeah,
That's where I would.
they're attached
they're
to
not-
the wrench, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're actually not being like I don't know the right word, but like attuned. There is like an equipping
Utilized.
gems, and so
But
you
then
are
that
not
GXP
you are not
doesn't
actively
exist.
utilizing them.
So we have a coring set, a lab set, and a med bot.
Yes.
I'll take the med bot.
Mhm.
I'll
If
take the
someone
corn
wants-
set.
And a battery pack.
The battery pack that goes with the med bot.
It could, yeah.
I'll take the coring set.
You want to take the
I'll
lab
take other
set?
stuff. I could also take the the ASE and try to work on it.
Sure.
Can
Because
Can you
technically
unfreeze
above
them?
ground, it would be sub-zero temperatures. However, any heat that would have hit below ground or would have hit the ground would be below ground because it does get warmer the
Yeah,
more you're
so-
encased by ground.
Yeah, so you should take it so that we have a chance of it warming up.
Bernardo, you try to work on this ASE a little bit, but you're realizing that the mech's hands are not as nimble as a mouse's, which has been utilized to assemble this ASE on the space station, and would be pretty difficult to find ways to shield it. Also,
Okay.
for those who, I think you all killed one, right? So you all get 200 scrap. You guys step forth towards the tunnels below, finding your way into the tunnel entrance and pushing aside the twisted metal of the blast doors that once sealed this underground refuge from the frozen winds. Stepping through a long hallway leads forward with 2 mouse-sized doors to the left and one to the right, and a larger set of cargo doors straight ahead at the end of the tunnel. All of the doors seem damaged, bent and scorched from flames, likely from the Dominus Terran blast that occurred earlier. The temperature in this area seems to have mitigated itself a little, as you could probably get out of your mech suits and go into these side areas for at least some time. But your mech suits won't reach the 2 doors to the left and the right, but they will fit through the door to the forward in front of
you. Do we have warm enough clothing? Is that a thing we need to worry about?
No, you guys would have been prepped for that. You're good.
But it's also colder than they thought it was going to be. So no, they didn't prep for that.
Search and rescue always prepared.
Oh,
So I'm gonna hop out of my mouse suit.
I do believe Bernardo's prepared. Honestly, if anyone's prepared, it's Bernardo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump out of my suit, and I want to check over to the right.
Check off to the right. You open up this right door, big creak as you kind of scrape the metal against the ground, realizing that snow had kind of slowly drifted in here, and there's a little bit of dirt mixed onto the ground with the metal. And you find what looks to be a small security station. You see monitors that used to hum alive with the sound of electricity dead as the cold wind outside. You remember that there were some cameras on the outside, and perhaps that's what they were looking at one point. And as you kind of step closer to them, you see this holographic computer station kind of flicker on a little bit and then die out. And to the right of the station is a laser rifle. Unfortunately, the computers in this room are destroyed. Fire from the tactical blasts must have burned through the door, and the heat and the debris appears to have affected much of this ancient technology.
It's not mechanics for me to be able to try and fix a computer like that.
It would be pretty hard to fix. It would not be a mechanics roll. This is specifically machina.
Yeah.
6 bonus to Machina.
But there's a laser rifle?
There are 3.
Ooh. Is there anything else I notice in this area that could possibly be useful to us? Or actually, I'm not caring too much about that. I want to know, does there seem signs that anybody else has been here recently? I'm looking for the other 2.
Make me a notice roll.
Very perception check.
Very
Great.
perception, very check.
Very
So that
perception such
is-
check.
That is an 80 plus my, notice, not perception, of 50. So that is 130.
Oh, nice.
130. And what's 150 is a critical success.
Ah, boo.
Pretty high up there.
Need
You
the point.
look around the room, seeing this scattered machina destroyed from this weapon. And as you look closely, you see a faint footprint that leads out of the room. It's just one. But the fact that you've noticed any footprint could be interesting.
I'm gonna grab one of the rifles. I want to follow where that footprint goes.
Yeah, you run out of the room with the rifle, and as you follow it, you kind of see it lead to the cargo, the large cargo room that's in the back that Theo's in.
Ah.
We'll swap over to Millie. Millie, as you've gone in the left door, you open the door to find a small room. Tables and chairs kind of sit in the middle with long dead plants off into the side. Centuries have passed since this door has opened, and as you open it, a whiff of old dust just comes billowing out. It's strange to see ancient Mercurian life through such a casual and pedestrian place like this, but you could assume that this is probably some type of break room. You see a few small cabinets scattered throughout, and old magazines laid out with pictures of these beautiful mechs with a mouse kind of sitting on the front of it with a wrench holding up, very much like the cover art for Mercurio.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for any supplies or any indication that like anyone's been around.
Boy,
Any history from the ancient Mercurians.
absolutely. As you rummage around and look throughout the stuff, you're going to gain 300 salvage credits.
About to the list.
You're going to gain a rough light gem and a flawed light gem.
Dang.
A little bit of ancient dirt on them. The rough light gem is a pink sapphire. The flawed light gem is also a pink sapphire.
Got it.
Just the different tier
the
of.
flawed has a +1 force to system abilities. System 1 abilities. Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and slot those in.
Absolutely. Let me double check on. I think out of combat gym install. You can install a gym out of combat, but it takes 24 hours for it to be operational.
No. Well, we have 48 hours down here, so I'll take it.
You can install and remove gyms in combat. You can remove gyms as a system 12 action.
Oh.
There's a whole table about removing and adding attachments. With a caveat, you cannot remove an enemy's gem. They thought about that already, which is good. When I saw that, I was like, my players would.
Yeah, I absolutely would. Let me at it.
What am I up to while those two are off doing their little things?
Theo, as you enter the back room, through the broken blast doors is a large atrium filled with laboratory equipment. banks of computers, work tables, and laboratory stations. And more take up every square inch of the hall. No doubt this would have been a treasure trove of ancient Mercurian technology and culture that could reveal important secrets of lost Mercurian knowledge and the history of the planet Terra, if it had not been destroyed. It looks like this lab felt the burnt of the impact from the Dominus Terran bombing raid. Some corners of the lab are still smoldering. Nearly every piece of salvageable technology, documents, and laboratory specimens here have been rendered useless and operable slag. The only two areas that seem to have survived the fire and blast impact include a large transparent sphere in the center of the lab. This huge plasteel sphere that is at least 18 inches in diameter and appears to be a model of Terra with landforms and oceans demarcated. The sphere is lifted 2 inches off the floor and a ladder leads to a small hatch on its underside. The second operational area seems to be a large freight elevator in the back of the lab. The elevator is constructed out of heavy-duty mining materials. Between its hardiness and distance from the blast seems to have allowed it to survive. It leads only down into the rock below the base.
Dominus Terran sure loves to destroy stuff. So that's basically your way of saying, like, there's no items to be found here.
I mean, you could look around. You could interact with the sphere that seems that is not damaged, and the
I want to look because you said that there was a ladder leading to a hatch.
Yeah, on the small
sphere?
Underside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the sphere.
Okay, you let's go ahead.
There's 2 inches of space. I'm small. I fit.
You do. But the ladder has been slightly mangled from the blast. It is still intact, but slightly mangled. To scamper up, I need you to roll a climb check. And I'm going to give you a bonus die of 2d20.
That would be 118.
That's very well done.
Wow.
That is a critical success. No, 118. That's a success.
Just a success.
My brain flipped numbers. You
64
scamper up the hatch,
plus 11 plus 13 plus 30.
Able to crank it open and get inside of it. Boost it up. And as you open it up, a small area is revealed on the inside. At this time, Bernardo and Millie are also walking into this small room to see Theo climbing up into a small sphere.
You good up there?
I don't know what's in here.
Oh,
God hasn't told me what's in here yet.
I got a gun.
God has not allowed me to see the inside of this thing yet.
You got a gun? Where'd you get a gun?
Oh, the other side. There's 2 more.
You should grab those.
You didn't think to bring them with you?
I followed a footprint. I think it's from the other ones. The 2 previous ones.
Somebody
I'm gonna
should
leave
grab those other 2
Bernardo.
guns.
I'm gonna leave Bernardo to watch Theo and go grab the other 2 guns and bring them back.
As Theo's climbing,
Making sure nothing happens to you.
Oh my god.
I don't know whether to be. I'm intimidated.
I feel like
I don't know what it's gonna fire.
True. As you climb up inside of this small sphere, the darkness brightens as recessed lighting clicks on and the entire sphere begins to glow. On the outside, you see Terra come to life. Beautiful oceans and a small holographic effect on the top of it seems to give the illusion of trees kind of moving and the water kind of bubbling as it goes across the surface. And an audio narration plays from hidden speakers, and a gentle voice with a thick ancient Mercurian accent can be heard. What lies beneath the ancient rock of this distant planet Let us explore together. Welcome to the sphere of yesterday. Climb with us through this model created by the keenest and bravest mouse engineers. You see that the tunnel leads to the left of us a sharp slope with small rock handles. Please continue on your journey.
So what am I seeing on the inside? What
Right now
I'm
it's like
confused.
right now it's like a small atrium. It kind of lights up.
How big is the sphere?
The sphere was 18 inches, if I remember correct. Where was the sphere? Where was the
Okay.
sphere?
Okay.
I said it somewhere.
Um,
18 inches in diameter.
Okay.
And
if-
you are
if-
too, so you're a little tiny.
Tiny. So I'll do as the voice says, and I'll go up the left tunnel. It within the sphere.
Yeah. You
No.
need to climb through the next area. So make another
Okay.
climb check. And you will receive 1 d20 bonus die this time for the handholds there.
Okay.
You good?
Is it about this time that I get back with the other guns?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to place a gun in Theo's mech and in my mech. And by the time I
Okay.
finish with that is when I'm sure he's going to be on his third climb. If he's not back, I'm going to start climbing.
Okay.
Is there anything else for me to do in this room?
Make a notice roll.
111.
Okay.
75
As
plus
you-
6 plus 30.
Start to climb up the footholds. You hear, bold mice explorers have taken to the stars and found the blue dream they have sought. Behold, the beauty of Terra. You climb now within a model of the planet's crust, a rocky, brittle outer surface. Do not be fooled, for much mystery lies beneath the thin layer of what we call our new land. And the slope takes you to the top of the sphere, where a heavy panned observation window at the top allows you to look down and see Bernardo with their gun, starting to like look at other things, and Millie looking very concernedly up at you.
I wave. Hi. Hi. Hello.
Can we see them?
You out? Yeah, you can.
You good? Do you need out? You need out.
I'm
You're not
good.
good.
I'm
Oh.
good.
In fact, there are little holes in it. You've just been talking silently because you didn't know.
Listen, I never said Theo was the brains of the operation.
Bernardo, what did you get on that notice?
102.
That is a success.
I rolled a 51 and I have 50. Oh, so 101.
Every
'Cause I only
101.
have 101.
Everything around this room is pretty destroyed. You do find 100 salvage credits from some of the destroyed rubble. But what's really catching your attention is this sphere kind of is lifted up and it's kind of started to rotate a little. That Theo is inside. Theo, you notice that there is another hatch that drops down further into the sphere.
Going
You're gonna go in?
deeper
Um,
into the orb.
You open the hatch to reveal still dark water below. Do you continue?
Can I touch the water?
Sure.
Is it cold?
Get the water.
It's a little warm.
Is it like sus warm or is it like comfortable warm?
It's like heated water warm from the deeper layers of the the Terra from the outer
Yeah,
core.
I'll get in the water. Why not?
Okay. As you get into the water, as you start to get in, you hear, "Behold, Terra's upper mantle, hot, molten rock that bubbles just beneath our feet, ready to explore at the slightest of tectonic movements. But fear not, explorer, for the liquid here is safe to swim in. Dive deep and you will find your way to the Terra's mysterious core. And I need you to make a swim check. And I also need you to add 2d20 as lights turn on and slowly guide you to where you need to go.
Good, because I also have 30.
You
in
have anything
swim.
in that?
I have 30 base. I don't have a bonus.
Okay.
Except for these 2d20s.
Fair enough.
Let's go. Okay. So that's
Calculator.
149.
Really good. You
So close to
dive
that crit.
down, holding your breath, and gain access to the outer core. Millie, are you going to go after them? Bernardo, are you going to go after them? Or are you
Yes.
going to stay on the outside?
I'm gonna start climbing.
Okay.
It's been too long, and leaving Theo up to his own devices is not exactly the best idea in the world.
Bernardo, where are you going, Kavika?
No, I feel like somebody else should stick around here in case something happens.
Yeah,
totally
because of the
can.
mechs.
That's you. Just want to make sure I ask so you feel included.
I'll stay out here.
Alrighty. Millie, go ahead and make me that climb plus 2d20 to get
I was
into
gonna try and
the
hold
crust of the sphere.
Okay.
I was gonna try and hold my breath the whole time, but it was too long.
Fun fact for viewers at home, do you want to know what the crust is? Well, you stand on it.
Yeah, the crust is like the very very outside layer of our planet. It's what we stand on and we walk on, and it's
It is
really
the-
cool.
Uppermost layer of the lithosphere, primarily made up of sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic types of rocks.
Igneous rocks are volcanic.
I thought the crust was what I cut off of my sandwiches.
138.
You're a baby.
Also true.
Excuse me, some people have preferences.
Yeah.
Not
babies.
preference shame here.
Go ahead and make me another climb check to get into the first hatch.
Okay, so that's
And that's just a 1d20 bonus die on that.
1d20. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Mom used to say the crust is where all the nutritious parts are of the bread.
I feel like that's something that's said so that she wouldn't have to cut off parts of the bread. 149.
Absolutely.
That's
You're going to stay there as we
entirely
continue with
possible.
Theo. But I haven't Googled it, so I don't know. Theo, as you continue down, reaching around in the dark waters, you will find a curved orb at the center of the sphere. Your paws feel across it, eventually coming to a hatch. With a mighty effort, you are available to unlock the hatch and pull it open. The waters do not rush in. Instead, you see a shimmering force barrier preventing the water from leaving the mantle area. Beyond the barrier, you'll see a large room. As you step through, finding yourself standing in the unfinished parts of the sphere, you look around and see this plasteel girders and raw materials laying around, seeing that the center of the sphere seems to be hollow. And we're going to go back to Millie, see how much they can catch up. Millie, you've climbed down. I need you to swim in the water next. So that is swim check plus 2d20 bonus die.
105.
105. As you make your way through the water and pop out, you see Theo.
How did you catch up that fast? Did you not listen? Did you not listen to the recordings? It's very interesting.
Well, one of us is good at being faster than the other, but we're not going to talk about it.
And
Maybe-
as you've reconnected, the sphere's audio system clicks on again. Oh, hey, let me try that. Hello? Hello? Titus, is that you? What? No, this is just a placeholder audio. We'll get the narration for the inner core once the creative team's done with it. Yeah. Octavia said they're waiting on the scientist for readings. They aren't sure what's that deep yet. I'll tell you what, this is really going to knock your boots off those VIPs. They'll be sure to keep funding the base. And then it cuts. And you look around and you see a small heap of weak, disintegrating bones in the corner.
I'm gonna go take a look at it.
You see a staff security card sitting on the pile of bones.
The security card.
You pick up the security card and read the name on it. That's where we're going to end today's episode.
Oh! Why does it have to be sad?
That will be today's episode. What do you guys think?
I want to find my package and our friends because I don't want them to be that heap of bones. It better not be that heap of bones, darn it.
I want to find more gems. I only got one gem.
Did you guys enjoy combat?
Yeah.
I got it.
I
Yeah.
like the mechanics.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, I
Well,
like speeding
we will come
around.
back. Running around, yeah. We will be back next week with our next episode of Project Stardust. As always, remember to be kind, to love one another, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.